Hi, class. So here we are, about to begin our sociological journey. However, this is a different sociological journey than we might have had in the past, very simply because things are happening around us, live and in person. We're seeing changes as we live and breathe. So when you think of sociology historically, you think of past things, things like the Industrial Revolution, um, things that have gone on for a while. But now, like I said, things are happening around us and life is changing at the speed of light. So let us take a look at some major changes that have occurred in our society in our recent times. One of the first things that I want us to look at is the Black Lives Matter movement. This significantly tied itself into sociology as it examined and addressed issues of race, inequality, and social justice. It led to sociological research which formed policy discussions by providing evidence of disparities and injustices. The Black Lives Matter movement called for policy reforms, particularly addressed at things such as police brutality, racial profiling, mass incarceration, and other forms of systematic racism. The next major thing to occur was the COVID pandemic. Now, sociology provided a valuable lens through which we understood the various social aspects of the pandemic. This included things such as health inequalities, social distancing and isolation, impacts on work and the economy, and education and the digital divide. In terms of health inequalities, sociology highlighted how social factors such as race, gender, class, and access to healthcare influenced health outcomes. During the pandemic, those inequitables, those inequities became starkly evident, with marginalized communities experiencing was the 2020 election. Now, why am I looking at the 2020 election as opposed to past elections? Very simply because the 2020 elections highlighted deep rooted divisions between political ideologists, with sociologists, I- I- at- with sociologists analyzes through studies of things such as media consumption, social networks, and group identities. Understanding polarization helps explain voting behaviors and the dynamics of partisan politics. And here we are approaching the 2024 election. Now, as we move closer to this election, sociology will likely continue to analyze voting patterns on demographics such as age, race, gender, education, and of course, geographic location. In understanding these factors, we see how they influence things such as voter turnout, candidate preference, and electoral outcomes. And last but not least is the introduction of um, artificial intelligence as we see technological advancement. Now, artificial intelligence or AI driven robots, virtual assistants, and social robots are redefining human interactions and relationships. Sociologists are now able to explore how people perceive and interact with AI technologies, the implication for social bonds, empathy, and emotional well being, and the role of AI in shaping social norms and behaviors. With that being said, as we're, en- as we're enveloped by these experiences, let us boldly utilize the sociological imagination, as stipulated by C. Wright Mills, to gain a deeper understanding as we continue to examine ourselves in our environment. Class, welcome to sociology.